Hello everyone and welcome back. So we're going to be solving our second programming problem today. And this one is a different. Instead of working with integers or the alphabet, we're going to have to do something simpler or more difficult depending on how you think. So our problem this time is that we have to count how many times each letter of the alphabet appears in a sentence. So we're going to have, obviously, for this I'm going to define a function. I'm going to call this one code. And we're going to take the parameter sentence. It's going to be a string. And for our sample sentence, we're just going to use a rather simple one. So print code of dog and the cat. So as you can see, if we just go through and count, we find that T has 1, 2, 3. Then H has 2. E has 2, I believe. And we could keep doing that, but that's going to take ages, especially if we have a really long sentence. So let's write some code to do it for us. So one way we could do it is we could go, okay, well, let's go through and create a list with all the letters of the alphabet and check how many times a letter in here matches with that one. And if it does, then we simply print the amount of times it appears. And that's a good approach, except it might be a little bit of a time waste to go, alright, there's a T here, so let's add +1 to our T count in our alphabet. Now there's H, let's add +1. Instead, we can use a built-in thing called count. So if we put sentence.count, we can put in a string. Let's say A, for example, and it'll just basically count how many times that appears in the thing. So if we print this now, oh, whoops, it isn't print anything. I forgot to return. A appears twice in here. Yep, and cat. So you'll notice I added regardless of case. That means if this is a T, we want this to still be 3. But we get 2 because this is a capital T, and we're counting lowercase t. We don't want that to happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in a lowercase sentence. We're going to put in sentence.lower. So we're going to use lowercase sentence for everything because now we don't have to worry about capital T's. Like we could even put this dog as this and the N in here as this, and it'll still give us the same result because everything's converted to lowercase. So you'll notice that the .count method is useful. We don't have to go through every single value in the string, but at the same time, it doesn't automatically check all the letters of the alphabet. So to do that, we're going to need to bring out our trusty old friend, letters again. And if you memorize it, it's just this for X and range, or, and remember this is lowercase, so we're going to want to use A and ord of Z +1. So we're going to talk a little bit more about using the range function later. So recall this just creates a list of all the letters in the alphabet from lowercase a to lowercase z. So if we just, but what if, yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through and check for X in letters, print, what am I going to type again? Yeah, lowercase sentence, .count, X. Because these are all strings, we don't have to worry about this not being a string. So if we just print this real quick, you'll find it counts every single, actually let's do this, right? Print x, and you'll see it counts how many times each letter appears. So now, but how do we get them to be in one thing? Because it makes no sense to just have 2, 0, 1, 2, 2. Unless the person knows the context, they have no clue of knowing what that means if someone else is looking at your code. So to do that, we're going to need to introduce the concept of dictionaries. Dictionaries are first defined like this. So it's called dictionary, and it's like this. Oops, like this. You use curly brackets. And the benefit of a dictionary is, let me just create a test file I can show you guys. So if we just call dictionary as this, so we can have key value pairs. So we can have a key of, for example, A, and we can have a value 3. And then we can have B, a value of 2, and etc., etc. And you can see whenever we print our dictionary, we get A and 3 and B of 2. So, and if we only want our keys, we can do dictionary.keys, and we get the list of A and B. And if you only want the values, we replace this with values, and we get 3 and 2. So like that, we can access the values and keys of a dictionary. But how does that help us? So what we can do in our problem is we can add to our dictionary of, and this is how you add things or change things in dictionary. Dictionary of x is equal to, and we want to put in lowercase letters, sentence.count x. And that, like that, every time it goes through here. So for, actually change x to letters, here, because we don't want to get the variables confused. Letter. So it's so if we just, now at the end of this, if we return our dictionary, you'll see, aha, here it is. So we get the letter A appears twice, B appears 0 times, C appears once, D appears twice, E appears 2 times, F 0, G 1, etc., and etc., all the way to Z, which appears 0 times. And like that, we got this much of code to do what was boring and tedious work before. And this works even longer sentences, like if we put in the big Bob hat you made for Diggy Bones works with C++ or C# or something like that. It would be even more tedious than before, but our code can still handle it. And you'll see it still counts everything extremely fast. Much faster than we could. So yeah, that's our second programming problem. See ya later. Peace.